It sounds like, once again, relevance of offer to the consumer is part of that driver, right? The more you know about the consumer, the more relevant you can be to them.
Absolutely, and at the end, it's also a better experience for the consumer as well. I see all the time where I'm online and I see ads and I say that has absolutely no relevance to me. They just wasted that impression. But if I'm a consumer, if I'm going to see ads, I know I'm going to see ads. I want to make sure I'm seeing things that are relevant to me. As an advertiser, we want the exact same thing. So it allows us to create a better experience for the consumer and at the same time make our marketing more efficient.
And let's just hope all the government regulatory agencies don't end up shutting down that wonderful personalization that we love so much.
Absolutely, and it's interesting you mentioned that, because when it comes down, we spoke a lot of time at the session I was just on, speaking about transparency between advertiser and publisher. One thing that wasn't talked about was transparency to the consumer. Consumers need to know what they're getting into, and I think legislators really need to have a good understanding as well. What we're finding is, when you talk about behavioral targeting, there's people who are in the interactive industry get it, understand it, it makes sense. People who are not as technology savvy or have just been told, people are monitoring what you're doing online, and they're gonna, they know everything about you and all your surfing habits. Well, that's not entirely the case down to the PII level, and I think some of that demystification and just laying it out there exactly how it is will make a lot more people feel more comfortable with what's being tracked, what's being monitored, how the targeting has happened, that it's not some underlining evil plot to go out and steal people's identity. It's really to create better experiences and overall boost the economies for many companies.
And you're now hired as the pitch person for the IAB to explain this to the public.
Fantastic.